Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? Good. I'm doing well. So I haven't vlogged in like a year and a half. Not actually a year and a half, but a really long time. Things have been crazy. I've been going through a little bit of an esoteric crisis, so to speak. Oh, I need some coffee. Just, figuring things out for myself, figuring out exactly what I want with my life, figuring out if I'm on the right path or not, figuring out if I'm fulfilling my life purpose, which anyone that strives every day to fulfill their life purpose can understand what that's like. I mean, anybody can. Every day we're struggling and we're like, am I doing what I want to do with my life? Now I'm 26 years old. I live in a house with one of my best friends. Look at this beautiful street. Holy bananas. I'm, shooting every single day. I'm putting out good work. People are able to see it, which is awesome. All this is well and good. But, I don't feel 100% fulfilled. So that's really why I haven't been vlogging and haven't been sharing and haven't been experiencing with you guys. I was just trying to figure out myself. Figuring out what fulfills me the most, what makes me the happiest. Sorry, I'm walking pretty fast. I'm heading to pick up a friend's car. So I'm walking, it's like 3 miles. I'm trying to get there quickly. Wow, it's only a minute and a half and we've already discussed so much. So I'm playing Clash of Clans. I'm sure some of you know. I'm sure some of you play with me. Super awesome. And I asked them, I was like, hey guys, what do you guys want to hear about? Because of, vlogging, this is just me sharing my story, my opinion, my thoughts, my beliefs, hopefully helping someone, hopefully making someone laugh. If it's a funny vlog, I don't think this is a funny vlog at all. I think this is a more serious one. But the people in the clan were like, it sounds terrible. The people in my clan called Sunshine Faces, Clash of Clans, an app, an awesome phone app. They said, they were trying to figure out what they wanted to do with the rest of their lives, and one of the people in the clan said they wanted to work with animals, but there's just not that much availability where they're at. I think it was Brent, and he's in Belgium. And, Abby wants to be an actress, and, I guess, anyways, I'm just kind of talking about my clan mates at this point. So to figure out what you want to do with your life, I mean, I'm one of the lucky few that when I was very little, when I was 4 years old, I said, Mom, I want to go to Hollywood. And I mean, I'm walking around Hollywood right now. Not actually Hollywood, more like mid-city, but whatever. So I've always known that I wanted to do filmmaking. I've always known that I wanted to do something in entertainment and media. Initially when I was younger, it was all acting. I started acting when I was 4. By the time I was 17, I had been in over 40 plays and musicals, given speeches to 5,000 freaking people. I've always been pretty clear to myself about what I wanted to do with my life. Now, sorry the hiccups and I'm burping at the same time. It's really confusing. As I grew older, I found that there was so much more in the film industry that I could shoot. I could capture the images. I could edit. I could produce. I could grip. I could do art department. I could do costume department. Even within what I already knew I wanted to do, there was so much to narrow it down. I'm going to take my glasses off so you guys can see my eyeballs, so you can see how sincere I am in my face. It's really bright outside though, so if I squint a little bit, that's why. So as I grew older and as I, really started in the film industry, I tried all these different positions. And, that was back in Wilmington, North Carolina, and everyone was saying, Kathy Sue, focus on one thing, focus on one department. Ideally, camera department is my favorite department. But I wanted to know how to do everything. People were saying, Kathy Sue, you're going to be the jack of all trades, the master of none. And I said, guys, I want to be the master of film, of all film. I can't do that unless I learn every single position on a film set. So that's what I started to do. And then when I moved to LA, it turns out that knowing every position on a film set means you're a producer. Then I had to learn money and budgets and legal shenanigans. And of course, that's been a fun adventure. Anyways, so how I figured out where I am right now is just by trying everything, by experiencing. And I think how to figure out anything in life, the way to do it is to experience. and to gauge your experiences. You know, if something makes you unhappy while you're doing it, don't do it again. If something makes you happy while you're doing it, do it again. And now happy and like to feel good are two very different, not very different, but they exist on different planes, because there are some things in life that will make you feel good in the moment, but it won't make you happy. It'll release those dopamines, those endorphins, but it won't necessarily make you happy. So searching out what makes you happy and sticking with that. You know, if you love animals and there aren't any animal programs near you, maybe rescue a dog and start there. Or go and work at a local animal shelter. I'm sure there's an animal shelter somewhere near you. Go online, do research, experience as much of life as possible, because that's the only way, in my eyes. I can read books all day and all night and, formulate opinions off of other people's words and off of other people's ideas and off of other people's experiences. But ultimately, that's not 100% true to myself, because it's been within my own experiences and talking to people and conversating, falling down and getting back up again, that I have learned what I stand for. And you know what? Honestly, that's an excellent point. I had to fall many times to figure out what I would stand for, to figure out what was powerful enough inside of me to make me stand up again. So my biggest suggestion is to experience as much of life as possible. Please, by all means, experience, and do it safely. I'm about to cross the street. Okay, they're turning right. I'm just gonna go for it. Look, it's Hollywood sign. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's Hollywood. About to pass some people making a movie too. Welcome to LA. It's just a casual, what day is it? Monday morning stroll. At the end of the day, you want to figure out what you want to do with your life. Do things. And if, I know that piano makes me really happy. I know that every time I sit down at a piano, I get really happy. So whenever I'm sad or whenever I'm like feeling low, I sit down at my piano, which is this cheap keyboard I got off Amazon. So it's not as beautiful as like a grand piano would make me feel, but all in due time. So I know that makes me happy. So when I'm feeling sad, I do something that makes me happy. Because sadness, really, is a chemical reaction. It's a lack of the proper endorphins, a lack of serotonin, a lack of dopamine. I'm about to cross the road again. Sketchy. There's no crosswalk here. Sketchy. Okay, we're good. Thank you. Oh, thanks for holding my hand through those. Made me nervous. Anyways, where was I? Experience as much as you possibly can. If you know that taking a photo on your phone makes you really happy and that you enjoy like framing it up and you enjoy looking at the lighting, then go and get a really cheap point and shoot camera, and make little standard definition movies. Because honestly, the quality, while 4K and all this raw footage is all great and well, and it's awesome to see people's hair on their face and they're looking deep into their pores like it's freaking Narnia, there aren't theaters that, play in 4K. I mean, there's a few. Like, I don't know. To me, why shoot in 4K? Anyways, my point about that is it's about the, the lighting and the framing. And it's not necessarily, I'm going to do this. I'm crossing. This is dangerous. Look both ways before you cross the road, kids. So it's the lighting and the framing. And that's what ultimately is going to make the best image. Anyways, I have deterred from my point. I encourage you to go out there and experience. Thank you so much for your patience with me. I've started putting up some gaming stuff, and I think that also kind of slowed me down on the channel, because I was like, oh, well, content is going up. But like, that's not the content I want to share necessarily. It's fun and it's entertaining and it's really fun for me to play, and I love Castle Crashers. But I want to inspire people with every moment, I want to learn and grow from every moment. That is what I want. That is what makes me happiest. So like in these past couple weeks, I had to do a lot of thinking about like, what actually makes me happiest. And I realized that being on set and being on stage, those are the two things that make me happiest in the entire world. So those are really the things that I should focus on. And in the past year, I've really gotten deep into the YouTube world, which is awesome because it's a whole new medium. I mean, now it doesn't matter where we put out content because people can watch it wherever they are, on their iPad, on their iPhones, on TVs, on the bus, I don't know. On your TV, you can pull up YouTube. I mean, some people can. Not in China. They don't even have YouTube. Anyways, so also, like, when you start something, a career, or, oh, look at how pretty that is. I want it. I wish I wasn't so far from home. I would take it. When you start doing something, what was my point? When you start doing something, okay, when I started filmmaking, I did it because I love aesthetically pleasing images, because I love telling stories, because I love sharing experiences, because I love inspiring people with art. That is why I started. So whenever things get tough, I don't know, maybe like write down your purpose in life somewhere, like on a little note card, keep it in your wallet, in your back pocket, in your bra. I don't know, I keep things in my bra. Sound Wisconsin. Know what your purpose is, because when things get hard, it'll be so much easier to climb out of it if you can remind yourself why you started in the first place. You know, like, if you're going to law school and, you know, you get through your midterm, I don't know what the terms are, and you have to do like a senior thesis or something, and it's like 50 pages long, and you're like, God, this sucks. This is so much work. This is so long. This is stupid. If you remember why you went to law school in the first place, whether it was to, you know, change juvenile law or whatever the case is, whatever inspired you to get into law in the first place, it's going to make finishing that senior thesis so much easier. I really hope you guys can hear all of this, because I'm wearing headphones. I don't really know. Should I just keep walking? I don't know. My GPS was going, and I did what it had told me to do, and I've been talking to you guys for 11 minutes, so I don't know if I'm still going the right direction, but we will find out. All right, anyways, go out there, experience life. Thank you so much for your patience. I'll be uploading more. There'll be more videos coming. There'll be more love flying at you, sunshine faces. I love you guys so much. Go out there, make someone smile today. Be nice to everyone you meet. Even if they're mean, return it with kindness, you know? That'll really drive them crazy. Okay, I love you so much. I'll see you soon, okay? I love you, bye. Mwah.